little goats. How are you? I just tried to start your reading, and then my hair just flew into my nose, and I was like, oh, I can't do this. Redo. So yeah, let's see what is going on for you guys. The moon, I believe, just transitioned out of Capricorn. Sorry, I had to talk with my hands before the words caught up. But yeah, which is pretty cool because the sun and the moon were both in Capricorn for the new moon. And I feel like that's pretty solid energy, especially if you're Capricorn. Half of my chart is Capricorn, so even I was feeling this boost of whew, things are changing. So let's see how they're changing. Come back, Tom. Alright. Double mission. Lightworkers, starseeds, serve the world by being you. Alright. So this talks about the importance of staying authentic to yourself, right? The best way that you could do your cosmic duty is to simply be yourself, right? There's a reason that you are the way that you are. And there's a reason that you provide a certain energy in the world that nobody else can, right? It's very unique to you. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. So if you're feeling kind of lost or struggling to find a sense of direction or purpose or whatever, understand that all the answers are within you, right? You can't make wrong decisions. I was watching this tarot reader, Minnow Pond. He's great. But he was talking about how he doesn't feel that people could make the wrong decisions, right? And that kind of stuck with me. Because I'm that hella makes sense. It's already written in the Akashic Records. You can't make the wrong decision. Every decision you make leads you to a new lesson or a new understanding of the world, right? And the more understanding you get, the more in alignment you are with what you're here to do, right? You're here to understand shit. That's why you have your consciousness. So let's see where your path is leading you. Or where you're leading your path, however it works. Capricorn, little baby goats. You guys are no. Alright, so alright. So we have the Magician, right? That came out as your first card. I read the Magician two different ways, right? Depending on the cards surrounding it. I feel like I should read this both ways for you, though. Because I feel like both are relevant due to the other cards that fell out. So the Magician, right? Number 1 in the tarot deck after the Fool, which is 0. The Magician is all about resourcefulness, manifestation, finding a sense of direction, right? That purpose, all of which we've covered, right? There's a dark side to the Magician, all right? And I feel like I should cover that too, based on the other cards I'm seeing. So, the Magician never reveals his secrets, right? Very secretive. They're the illusionist, right? So it's literally their job to create a web of lies for you to believe, right? The illusions, right? The Magician is very deceptive in nature. That's the nature of the thing. So it could mean that you're dealing with somebody deceptive. Also, though, I feel this sense of you are very resourceful. You're a strong manifester. And I feel that, like your resourcefulness is going to really help you on your path to find your sense of purpose. So, take it as it resonates. I like to read it as its entirety of what it is, Um, the next two swords, the next two cards I have for you are both, we have the Two of Swords. And we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, right? Eight of Pentacles in reverse tells me you could be quitting your job, or or something's not working out, okay? That's the energy of this. Is something is not working. Something is not working. And then with Two of Swords. This is very guarded energy, right? Usually in most tarot decks, you'll see somebody sitting there with a blindfold on and they have swords crossed over their heart, like they're guarding their heart, they're protecting their heart. It's also this defensive energy, right? About something that's not working out, right? And that's where the other side of the Magician kind of plays in, because if you're dealing with somebody or somebodies who are deceptive or kind of like creating illusions or like things like that, I feel that you could see this situation as not working out, whether it's in regards to a job, friendship, family ship, relationship, whatever ship. I do see this sense of like you're guarded, like you don't really trust this energy anymore. Ace of Pentacles, I see you're taking up a new opportunity or a new cycle. Maybe choosing to, go a different way. Because Capricorns don't tolerate that kind of bullshit. Let's be real. If you're feeling like you're surrounded by deceptive or like dramatic ass energy or, people that are, deliberately trying to skew your reality for you, you're going to walk away, right? That's just not the energy that Capricorns typically tolerate, right? It's one of the things I love about y'all. You don't tolerate the bullshit. You're like, what? Want to play me? So let's see. I do see your resourcefulness also in, having this new beginning, taking a new opportunity. Kind of like, I feel like it could almost come out of nowhere, this opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. It's the biggest pentacle. It's like a huge option or opportunity. Brada. You might be dating a Virgo because it's very similar. We have Five of Swords in reverse. Shows me that card in reverse like that always reminds me of the Alabama Shake song that I don't want to fight no more. Don't want to fight no more. And that's the energy you're in. You don't want to fight anymore. So if somebody is like constantly putting you in like this triggered mindset where you feel argumentative or you feel combative or whatever, it's like this energy of like, you'll get to a point where it's not worth fighting over, right? Their opinions, you don't give a fuck anymore, right? Whatever they say, just words, like, doesn't mean shit, right? You get to this point where you just don't give a fuck about how much they try to trigger you or how much they try to put you in a bad headspace or whatever. And this is where the falling apart happens, right? With the Lovers in reverse. You literally cannot give a fuck anymore. Like, it's literally happened so much that you're like, kind of fucking done, right? The Lovers in reverse, Gemini energy, also symbolizes breaking up, right? Or severance of partnership. I didn't want to bring up love, but, with the Two of Swords, it's all about guarding your heart, right? And you don't feel like you can trust this person anymore. Bottom line. And there's, like, just this energy of, like, disappointment and kind of seeing them for what they are and not liking it, kind of seeing a side of them, right? Because, like, with the Magician, two sides, right? The Magician has the side that you see, the stage presence, and then there's that deceptive side that's like working behind the scenes, left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing kind of shit. And it just feels like you feel like this person isn't being straight up with you. There's a dishonesty in them. Ten of Pentacles. All is not in vain, right? So it's kind of like saying, despite how things appear at this time, despite the way that they're going, the trajectory of your path is it's like getting you to where you want to be faster, right? You don't want these deceptive ass people in your life. It's almost like Spirit is just kind of like exposing people to you now. So you're like, you have this discernment. You get to see, are these the energies I want to fuck with? Do I want these people in my life? Is this, Ten of Pentacles talks about, having a strong community and building up your finances and like feeling like really well off, right? So I feel like if you're concerned at all about money, which I doubt, you're a Capricorn, it's really saying like focus on getting that bread, focus on that dough. Like, because right now, I feel like, especially getting the Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the ending of a cycle, the beginning of a new cycle, you want to have a financial cushion for that, right? It's a lot harder to go through these things without it. So, yeah, Five of Cups in reverse. It's kind of like this energy of like you're just kind of tired of being disappointed, right? It's this energy of like no longer like tolerating having somebody like deplete you of your energy or like drain you dry. Like you no longer want to focus on the disappointment. Having the Five of Swords in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse tells me that this is an emotional connection that is not even worth fighting for anymore. And that's what you're learning or accepting. It just looks like it's in vain, to even effort it anymore. Three of Wands. Three of Wands can mean one of two things. A third party situation. Somebody's having extra affairs. I don't know. Yeah, third party stuff. Could represent love triangles or whatever. Also, Three of Wands talks about waiting for something to change, waiting for things to get better, waiting for justice in a situation, right? Waiting for things to balance out, right? The Justice card is all about waiting for that balance. Libra energy. But because with the Queen of Cups here, I do see that you have strong feelings for this person. Like you do care very deeply about this person, and it's like you're waiting for them to show up in a certain way. But right now you're being confronted with the truth, right? And that truth is, like, how has the connection actually been versus the potential that you see it as it could be in the future, right? So you're really being challenged to, like, see the reality of the situation and accept it or move on from it, right? But don't lie to yourself about the situation, and when we lie to ourselves about the situation, that's when we have like these wishful thoughts like, oh, this is what the relationship potentially could be, this is what it started out like, this is, doesn't mean that's how it is, right? Like shit happens, shit changes, and it's asking you to, with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, it just, that's the card saying like, what you're waiting for to come through in a certain way isn't going to come through in that certain way, right? It's already showing its like true colors. It's already showing you what forever with this person looks like, you know, and you might not like it. Yeah, we have Princess of Swords in reverse. This is the energy of like, you don't want to cut them off. You don't want to lose that connection, right? Queen of Cups tells me you have a lot of love for this person. It's just, I feel like it's a very disappointing situation. Like, they're not showing up in the way, you know, that like you're romanticizing it in your head. The Hierophant, Taurus energy tells me that there's a lot of learning and growing to be done, right? This is also, you know, talking about like understanding relationships, understanding your boundaries in relationships, creating boundaries in relationships. What are you going to tolerate? What are you not going to tolerate? The Devil's in reverse. This is terrible for you, okay? For any other sign, that'd probably be a good card. For you, though, I don't like seeing this, Capricorn. I don't like seeing it. Oh, my chair's like all the way back. I don't like this. The Devil should be in the upright for you. You are represented by the Devil card. That if it was in the upright, that would mean that you're standing in your power. When it's in the reverse, it means that you're standing in the energy of fear, doubt, insecurity, and uncertainty, right? And these are the things that, like, that define you as a Capricorn, right? Like, Capricorns are, you know, supposed to be confident and certain, like, sure of themselves, sure of the people in their life, sure, you know, like, you're the GOAT, you know? But I don't see you standing in your power in that card. It seems like this energy, this connection is like kind of starting to get the better of you in some aspects, right? It's pulling you out of your power. Let me get situated. It's pulling you out of your power. And it's making it like really difficult for you. Like it's almost like creating like a brain fog, right? Like kind of feeling like in a daze, or like you can't like get out of this like stuck feeling. They could be abundant too, like they could be wealthy. There could be a financial codependence on that situation. I don't like saying it, but I'm seeing it. You know, that it could be part of that. Princess of Cups in reverse with the Four of Cups. I see that something's going to happen, right? With the Princess of Cups in reverse, there's going to be a change of heart, a change of feelings, right? Four of Cups, this is the energy of rejecting somebody, or like, yeah, rejecting, like no longer accepting things. And you get to a point where you just cut shit off, right? So I do see that eventually it becomes too much, and eventually you move on from it. Because you don't like not feeling like you're in your power. You know how many options you got, dude? Like, a lot. There's like 8 billion people on this planet. Don't settle for the one asshole that makes you feel stripped of your own power, dude. You're supposed to feel powerful as fuck. You're the GOAT, right? If you ain't feeling powerful as fuck, then we're all doomed. Like, you gotta stand in your power again, dog. Somebody like literally ripped you off your throne in the name of love, right? But people who love you don't make you feel disempowered either. Find the lesson. Discover the purpose in a situation and trust that you are learning. Understand why this is happening, right? There's a lesson to be learned. Oh no. There are things to be accomplished here. This is going to help you grow as a person. Oh, hold on. I got a phone call. All right, I'm back. Okay, so let's see what the Collie cards have to say as we finish this up. Khadga. A predestined series of events is due to occur according to divine timing. This has been orchestrated at a higher level to integrate the paths of people with whom you have soul contracts in this lifetime. Trust in the doors that close just as much as in the doors that open for you as a result. Vishvamata. Although you may be in circumstances that you would prefer not to be in at this time, you are actually in a position of unrealized spiritual power. You will gain benefit from what is transpiring. When the relevant learning and personal growth have been acknowledged and integrated, these circumstances will give way to a more favorable situation. And this is pretty much what I have for you. Namaste. I love you guys, and I will catch you later.